after this whole situation, now you're affiliated with the Bananos.
On record, he put me on record. He introduced me to Jerry Asaro, Vinny's son. I had to meet him. He says, he put me on record and says, you know, he's with me, and that's it. You meet the skipper, and that's it.
Right. And you're essentially dealing with Ronnie G. Gialanza?
That was like my right-hand man, yeah. I still got respect for him at the end of the day.
Right.
I do. I still got, listen, I did what I did, but he was a gangster. He was a real tough guy. I still got respect for him, you know?
Okay. And he's a capo with the Bananos.
Yeah.
But you're just, you know, an associate at this point.
I'm on record. I'm trying to work my way to get straightened out. Yeah.
A knockaround guy? That's what they say?
Yeah. I was a wild guy.
Okay. There was a situation where you beat a guy that owed Ronnie money?
Yeah. Till he shit himself?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty gruesome. Me and Ronnie beat him. Yeah. His name was Simone, and this was later on in life, but what ends up happening is that, now you understand loan sharking, right? So Ronnie's the loan shark's loan shark. Ronnie had $3 million in the street. Ronnie was a money machine. So Ronnie would give you money at one point. So if you're in his crew, you get money at one point, you put it out at 2 or 3. So if you put 100,000 out with Ronnie, you got to give him 1,000 a week, and then you're probably collecting 2,000-3,000 on it. So you're making money on his money. So he had a little over $3 million. Simone, when Ronnie was serving 7 years for the extortion on his stockbroking firm, I was away too for 4 years for a shooting in front of a bar. So I'm away too. I come home in 2010. Ronnie's away still. So Simone is taking money, and we're getting word that he's taking it for himself. So years go by, whatever. Ronnie comes home, and then Simone's shorting payments. Now, if you understand, he has $200,000 out. You should be collecting like $6,000 on that money, maybe more. How you shorting the $2,000? So he comes to Ronnie for another $20,000. Ronnie gives it to him. Me and Pudgy are like, bro, don't give him the money. He's fucked up. If you know Ronnie starts yelling at us, don't tell me to do with my money. I know him 20 years. I'm like, all right. Next week, Vlad, he shorts him again, bro. Now, I know Ronnie's fuming. It's in his face. We're at the bagel store. That's where he set up his little fake job, you know, his operation in the bagel store. And so we don't say nothing. I hand him the money. I'm like, he's short 500. Ronnie's like, all right, you can see in his face he's not happy. Next week, he shorts him again. He goes, bring this motherfucker to me right now. I see it in his face. I'm like, all right, we're going to hurt this guy right now. I go call him up. I'm like, Simone, I got to come see you. I go to the house. I'm like, when he gets in the car, I'm like, yo, look, you got to go meet Ronnie right now. Is there something wrong? Tell me now. I was like, because we're going in this here. You keep shorting him. He goes, no, I'm good. I'm like, all right. So I take him to the bagel store. I never forget it, like yesterday, because the grown man cries when they're beating him like that. They don't come out of your head. So we go into the bagel store, and then we're in the back, and Ronnie's like, come in the back. So he's like, what's the problem? Why are you shorting me my money? And Simone goes, what's the big deal? Oh, my God, that was the worst thing he could have said. And I had brass knuckles. I already knew we were going to pulverize this guy. So Ronnie just overhand slaps him. Now, anyone that's listened to this knows that Ronnie's like a little pit bull. Ronnie has a knockout punch. So Ronnie slaps him overhand, puts him down to the ground. We begin beating him right there in the back of the deli. So he's screaming, so we drag him into my car. I got an MX-5 at the time, a truck. We put him in the front seat. Now, Ronnie's behind him, beating him, and I'm in front of him, beating him. And I mean beating him. And you could hear him like the screams, you know what I'm saying? And then the shit, you know what I'm saying? You smelled it. He defecated. He thought we were going to kill him. Yeah, and he ended up shitting his pants. That's in federal paperwork. That's like real story, you know? And Ronnie, I remember Ronnie screaming, going, where's my money? Just screaming on top of his lungs. I'm like, Ronnie, where's my money? And just beating him. And I'm like, we're going to kill this guy. And then finally he stopped. And then Ronnie goes, don't leave his side. I want my fucking list. I'm like, all right, I got to take this grown man in front of his wife and kids into his house with Pudgy, okay? Beat up, shit in his pants, okay? Sit him down at a table, and I got to get a fucking list. And his wife's looking like, what the fuck is going on? I had to tell her, can you please just go in the other room? Like, you have to go in the other room. And she went in the other room. He wouldn't give me the list. I had to put a knife to his throat, basically grab his hair, put a knife to his throat, and go, give me the list. I'm not leaving out this fucking list. Long story short, I end up getting the list. He's upside down like 100-something thousand. We get the list. Ronnie's fuming. I remember Ronnie going, if you don't give my money, I'm going to kill him. I trusted him. Long story short, he fucking made the guy sell his home, bro. He made the guy, this is real. He made the guy sell his fucking home to get his money, man. That's how he was. He goes, you don't sell your home, give my money, I'm killing you. You're not beating me on my money, because you got to understand what the message that sends. If you just take a beating for $250,000, I'll let you beat me up for $250,000. You have every fucking guy lined up down the block to borrow money off you. You got to make an example out of someone. You got to kill someone over that kind of money. So you know you have to. So at the end of the day, Ronnie's like, I got to kill this guy if you don't pay me that money. Because everyone's going to know that he just got a beating for 250 grand. I got millions in the street. Everyone's going to take a shot at me. So he ended up making himself home because Simone knew he was going to walk that plank for that. You know?
Okay, and the 250,000 was what, gambling?
He was just taking it for himself. He was borrowing money, making it like he's putting it out and putting it in his pocket and using it. You know what I mean? And he finally got caught up where he couldn't cover the juice no more. The juice was coming out to $2,500 a week. You got bills, you got stuff. That's $10,000 a month. You know what I mean? So now you got your own stuff, so he got jammed up, you know?